As far as Wilderlust is concerned, I've been following you for over a year and a half. Different safaris and trips keep on coming in, and there's a constant WhatsApp that keeps on pinging. And this time, half of my vacation was already planned to Hampi. The other half, I was still waiting, what to do, where to go. With my schedule, I don't really get a lot of time to plan and prepare. So I prefer going trips where, things are managed for me. And luckily for me, one fine day in the afternoon, I was just being lazy and this popped up on Wilderlust status. And I generally don't check WhatsApp statuses, but for me, it had one single female invite left, and I was like, it's going to be me. I asked very few basic questions, couple of questions, how, when, why, and that's it.
Well, this was one more on my bucket list. So this is my 5th safari, and it has always been a pleasant experience. So I said, okay, let's do Kabini with Shashank as well.
When I came here 20 years ago and in a similar period, during the monsoons, I found it extremely beautiful. And this time too, it was lush green. Everywhere you looked, it was just green. The greenery was amazing, stunning. So it's a very beautiful mixed deciduous forest. And obviously, with so much, flora and fauna around, I think it's almost like the Garden of Eden.
Actually, I'm a great fan of the wilderness. So I found the entire trip to be very meditative. Especially I like the silence, the sounds of the birds. I particularly love birds, and so I enjoyed every moment. And I felt that because of the rains, the monsoon, it was so lush, verdant, green, and everywhere we look around, it was filled with a lot of peace and warmth.
We started off with spotted deer, sambar deer, then we saw a lot of elephants, then we saw the wild dog dhole. Then we came across a lot of birds like crested serpent eagle, hawk eagle, woodpeckers, kingfishers. Then we were able to saw mongoose, giant Malabar squirrel. So we were able to cover wide range of fauna in this safari.
We saw vibrant and multiple colorful birds. The best birds would be the imperial green parrots for me. They were in pairs, and we saw multiple variety of animals as well. The tusker was an amazing animal to be seen.
Well, the sighting of the hawk eagle making a kill of the squirrel was really exciting. Right from the way it was looking out for prey, then it's swooping down on it, catching it, and then feeding on it. So, that was really exciting. We've seen a lot of birds sitting on a tree and taking a picture of that. But here, observing the way it went around, the whole sequence of it. So, that was truly amazing.
It was like watching Discovery Channel live.
Even amongst all the elephant sightings, I think there were 2 siblings, perhaps I'm not too sure of that, but 2 female elephants. And first they were munching, having their breakfast, and then they started taking a mud bath, to remove all their parasites and to cool themselves down. So the way they were wallowing in the mud, and the way they were doing it together, and they were using their trunk, this thing was extremely memorable for me. So this was my most memorable sighting so far.
And it was very fascinating to see the movement of the baby. I didn't know whether you noticed, Shashank. One which had a mud bath.
Mud bath.
That elephant was carrying. I could see that baby animal movement. Fascinating, actually.
I really liked the sudden appearance of the dole, which I didn't expect. It was the most unexpected moment. And when I was discussing about it with my husband and my son, they said, "Amma, you're very lucky to have spotted it." And I just thought it was just one, but then while on the return we saw three more.
Yeah.
So that added a lot of joy.
According to me, Kabini River Lodge has still maintained the old world charm. The bar we are sitting in still has the Victorian era charm to it. Like the property that is spread across 54 acres, the food was also widespread. That is amazing experience. The servers, everybody would greet you and then serve you with a smile. Whatever we asked for, whether it was not there in the menu, they would arrange for it and then serve it us with a smile.
I really have to say, I didn't expect it to be so comfortable, and the rooms, the people, the food, the care, everything is excellent, and also
Really, we didn't expect
this much.
All these drivers and guides are pretty well trained. I mean, in the sense that even our boat driver, I mean, he wasn't just driving the boat. I mean, he knew all the birds. You know, he could spot the birds. He could tell us which bird was which. They knew their job, and not just as a boatman, as a guide as well.
I found them to be very, very professional people. Especially given the condition of the muddy roads and all, the drivers have great control over the cars, even backing up to a great distance. And with 8 people on board, it is quite something. Along with that, keeping an eye out, ear out for the alert calls, for the sights, different birds, animals. So it was very, very good. And special praises for Mr. Mukha. Despite everything, he was always there for us.
Okay, Shashank, actually, I have to start from the beginning, the following up, right from asking me where I was and how we are going to meet us, giving me the updates on the time. I really liked that because that follow-up was very personal, and then all your expertise and answering all the silliest questions to probably little more intellectual questions with a lot of patience. And
whenever we ask a doubt about any animal or what is their heart, we say it in a very
with a lot of thoughtfulness, which I think is very appreciable and
very knowledgeable person.
Yeah.
Shashank, very, very knowledgeable.
This is my 9th safari with Wilderlust, with expeditions with Shashank in just over 2.5 years. So enough said, about the brand credibility of this agency, and I look forward to many more exciting safaris with this company. And
with Shashank, this is my second safari, the first one being Manipur last year. So he is extremely talented and dependable in what he is doing. And we have stayed together the 2 safaris. We have discussed a lot about flora and fauna. So expecting my relationship to continue further. So hopefully we'll be doing more safaris.
That was an amazing safari, guys. If you would like to in fact join us on our safari tours and expeditions, please do connect with us on the platforms mentioned below. And if you'd like to know more on India's wildlife and our protected areas, please do subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.